Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, and I'm freshly showered and ready for a shave. And it's kind of a new product day for me. When I traded for the Future, I also got a tube of Palmolive Classic Green. Wanting to give that a shot, so go ahead and do it today. I'm going to use my Nathan Clark Air Force brush. Just an awesome go-to brush. I'm pairing this aftershave not for any other reason other than I just want to use it since I've gotten it, and as I got it as a gift a couple days ago that I mentioned in a video. But Soap Commander Passion Balm, just feel like it's a balm kind of day, and my only one of theirs I have at the moment is Love, and I felt what better way to do it. And then I'm going to use my brand new Seong. It's loaded with a Feather Pro Light, and you can see hopefully it'll come across, there's very little blade exposure there. It's really hard to see. I guess this is supposed to be the one that has the least amount of blade exposure from my understanding. So we'll see how that goes. I've been interested. It was 26 bucks I got it for, $25 on eBay. Normally it's on there for 36 roughly, and it came with 2 blades. Let me go ahead and put a little cream on my brush. I've been told this is just such a classic cream, so I've been wanting to try it for a while. Just it's kind of gotten pushed to the backside a little bit. Wet my face. All right, let's see what happens. Not too much water in there, but it'll work itself out. I tried to leave a little extra water in the nut this time because it seems like whenever I do creams, I end up having too little water in the nut initially. So I think today I actually did the opposite. Try to work it through. It's actually taking the water that was in there really nice. It was a little messy at first, but you can see it's building up a good lather already. One of those things you just got to work it through. Just keep working on it. Push come to shove, you add more soap if you add too much water, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. And being that it might take a little longer with the Seong, I think actually having a wetter lather will be helpful because it'll allow, it'll stay hydrated a little bit better because it may take a little longer. New blade, concept to me. It's see how it works. Warm it up real quick. Obviously I did straights, but I wanted to give this a shot, If this shaves ends up being anything like a straight, I'll end up obviously keeping it because the straights, I didn't dislike the shave, but I just never reached for them enough, so I felt bad having these nice blades sitting around, I still do, that don't get used. So something like this since it's a disposable blade, I can keep the blade around and don't have to worry about rust and all the maintenance. So this palm olive. It's actually, for a cream, I don't usually get good slickness out of a cream, but it's definitely doing really good. I like the rubbery grip of this handle as well. I like that I'm not kind of fidgeting with usually the scales, trying to make sure those are repositioned right. And so far, like a straight, I was actually able to it's a little bit easier. Go the north to south on the neck. Usually that can be a problem for me. Cream has a very simple scent, nothing really to it, as in like to not to like about it. Just it's very fresh. It's kind of a clean smell. Something like you'd almost like out of a good bath soap or something like that. You like that smell. Oh, I did nick myself. Maybe I'll see it right there. Not surprised. It happens. The first pass is done. Throwing cream around everywhere. I guess today, kind of late getting into any kind of message, but for those who are still stuck around, the other really big thing on my mind is I see this a lot all over the place, whether it's on Facebook or just in groups in general, and that's the just guys not acting like gentlemen, not acting like guys. I see it at work. I see it on Facebook frequently enough where it's us grown men are acting more like teenagers every day, it seems like. I think it definitely goes back to like the old high school feeling. You know, one person gets a good response out of doing something childish or whatnot, and everybody else follows. What I just did there was something I could never get myself to remember to do on straights. And that was, I wanted to always try using the opposite hand on the neck. Over here, you can see I still use this, but it actually felt very nice there. But I think I'm still going to go left-handed going back up. Definitely need to try the other blades. This one, it's really hard to actually feel the blade angle. I think that's why I nicked myself up there. Actually, I shouldn't say the blade angle, but the feel of the blade. Kind of feeling around. It would be, I could easily, kind of like with my regular DEs in a lot of ways, this would be a good 2-pass shave. You know, I can easily get by with 2 passes every shave, really, for the most part, depending on growth. But it's not what I want. Plus, with this, I'm interested to see how I do on the, for me, the harder the 3 passes. Because for me on my jaw, if you haven't seen before, against the grain is this way and that way. So really when I do a typical person against the grain going this way, I'm only getting it from here up against the grain. Add a little more water. Yeah, just, you know, let's start thinking about what we say as guys. One, it really shouldn't matter if there's ladies present or not. But all too often guys don't care if there's a lady present or not. And the more you get used to saying it with just the guys around, the more you're likely about to say it when there's a woman around. And to think you're the example, you know, we talk about that, and this is really going to shave people. We talk about, you know, setting the example for next generation when it comes to shaving and all this stuff. Very nice. So let's set a good example for them, not, you know, a childish example, because honestly the younger generation already has that experience, and actually a lot of them that I've met at least have gone past that already. So far, 2 little nicks, and one up my nose and one over here. But that's to be expected. who's watched any of my videos knows that the pass I just did there going down like that, I did it on the first, and now I'm doing it again on the third. Would not be possible typically with a DE. Just because of the irritation it would develop. Excuse me. So cold water rinse. And like I've been saying, is kind of funny when you get around some, high school kids and all that stuff, and you see a lot of times they're acting more mature than some of the people you see around and that whether it's at work or in the groups or just down the street. Very nice shave. I got a little nick there, a couple there. As you can see, there's no blood. Yeah, cold water seemed to take care of it. First little bit of the Soap Commander Passion, I've over applied it already, I can tell, but I didn't expect as good of a shave as I do with my Ds, obviously, because what I'm learning, new technique, that kind of stuff. But overall, it's a good shave. Not to my DE standards, but I don't feel comfortable enough with this doing certain touch-ups yet. So, the neck isn't as close as I'd like normally. I should have done maybe a third pass going up instead of down. But overall, it feels good. I would say it's a better shave than what I got with my straights for the most part. So that, to me, is a huge plus because I'm not really using my straights anymore. So this is a chance for me to still get that similar feel of technique a little bit, kind of playing around with the concept, but not be stuck with all the maintenance. And just like I said, I just never got as good a shave as I would have liked. So if anybody doesn't know, real quick, to open this up, just this little lever. Now it's open and the blade will come out right there, and you can see there's the blade. So that's all I got, everybody. I'm just going to rinse it out real quick. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. Let's try to step up our game as gentlemen and as men. Be examples to our sons and daughters, especially our sons, because they're the ones that are looking towards us. So everybody, God bless. Love you all, and we'll talk later.